Shri Shri Guru Vishnu Ranga Gaur Premanande Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Ram, Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Japa,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Ram, Ram,
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Jai
Hare
Shri
Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Vasi,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Jai Shri
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
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 Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Chaitanya Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
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 Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hari Hari
Giri Giri Ram Ram
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Giri Giri
Ram
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 Ram Hare
Ram Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Giri Ram
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 Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Giri Ram 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 Hare Giri Krishna Hare
Hari
Krishna
Ram Hari Ram 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 Hari Hari
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Giri Giri Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hari
Hare
Ram
Giri
Hari Ram 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 Hari
Ram
Hari
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare
Hari
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Giri
Ram 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Ram Hari Ram 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 Hari Hari
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Ram Hari Ram 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Giri
Krishna Hari Ram Hari Ram 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Jai
Hare
Shri
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram
Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
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 Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Chaitanya Prabhu
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Nityananda Shri
Ram
Advaita
Ram Ram Hare
Gadadhar
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Srivasadi
Krishna
Gaura
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Shri
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Chaitanya
Ram,
Prabhu
Hare Hare,
Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhara Shri Bhaktivinoda
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Gari Gari Ram Gari Ram 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 Gari Gari Gari
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Gari
Hare,
Gari
Hare
Gari
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Gari Gari
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Gari
Hare
Ram Gari
Krishna,
Ram 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 Gari Gari Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Gari
Hare
Gari Ram
Hare,
Gari Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Gari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Gari
Hare,
Ram Gari
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Gari Ram Gari Gari
Hare
Gari Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Gari Gari Ram Gari Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Gari
Krishna
Gari
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Gari
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Gari Gari Ram Gari
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Gari
Ram
Gari
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Gari Gari Ram Gari Ram Hare Gari
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Gari Gari
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Gari Gari
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Gari
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Gari
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Gari
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Gari Gari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Gari Ram Gari
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Gari
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Gari
Krishna,
Ram Gari Ram 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 Hare Gari
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Chaitanya
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Prabhu
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Nityananda
Krishna, Hare
Gari Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Shri
Ram
Advaita Radharishya
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar
Hare
Shivasati
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Chaitanya
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Chaitanya Sakata
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
प्रभु
Hare
नित्यानंद
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
गौर
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram, Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna,
राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram, Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur.
Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Nam Nam Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Ram Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurapada.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare.
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare.
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare.
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna 7:45. Read Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. The prayers offered to the Lord by the residents of Jambudvipa. So who is praying now? Vaivashvata Manu is praying to Matsya Avatar, and Shukdev Goswami actually is speaking now to, let's see which verse we are on. Daridra Narayan. Yeah, Vaivashvata Manu is praying. Okay, so we'll read. Bhavan Yugan Tarnava Urmi Malini Shonimimam Ushati Viruddham Nidim Maya Sahuru Kramate Ja Ojasa Tasmai Jagat Prana Ganatmane Nama Iti O Almighty Lord, at the end of the millennium, this planet Earth, which is the source of all kinds of herbs, drugs, and trees, was inundated by water and drowned beneath the devastating waves. At that time, you protected me along with the earth and roamed the sea with great speed. One born one, you are the actual maintainer. So he's glorifying Matsya Avatar. Vaivashvata Manu is glorifying Matsya Avatar, how he protected in the fish incarnation, how he protected the earth and also him. So I think Satyavrat Muni, Satyavrat Vaivashvata Manu, right, is also, is it the same as, 1 minute, let me see here. Satyavrat Muni is Vaivashvata Manu. Or let's see, it's a technical detail. Vaivashvata Manu also referred to as, Shraddha Dev and Satyavrat. Okay, so how Matsya Avatar rode the boat and saved the Vedas and everything like that. So at that time, where it says, you protected me along with the earth and roamed the sea with great speed. One born one, you are the actual maintainer of the entire universal creation, and therefore you are the cause of all living entities. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Envious persons cannot appreciate how wonderfully the Lord creates, maintains, and annihilates the universe, but devotees of the Lord can understand this perfectly well. So the atheists say that it all came about by chance or by Big Bang or whatever theory they have now. So they don't accept that there is God who has created this universe. They have some theory. Prabhupada said, like, if even if it came from a Big Bang, then who caused the bang? Where did all the ingredients come from in the first place? So that we cannot answer, right? Then we say, okay, law of conservation of energy, where energy is always there. But where did the energy come from? The energy comes from the energetic. So Krishna is saying all the energies come from him. Bhumi aponalo vayu khammano buddhi devacha ahankara ityame bhinna prakriti ashtada aparayam itastwanyam prakritim vidhime param jiva bhuta mahabaho yayadam dharyate jagat. All the material and spiritual energies come from him. Parasya shaktir vivadaiva shruyate swabhaviki jnana balakriya cha. So there is a source. The energy is there, but the energy is coming from the energetic. And the energetic is Krishna. And he has no cause. Anadi Adir Govinda Sarva Karanam. So this thing is very difficult to accept. Ultimately, how do we accept also? Because based on scripture, faith in the scriptures, we accept this. Otherwise, we cannot figure out. Devotees can see how the Lord is acting behind the wonderful workings of the material nature. Devotees can see. Prabhupada is saying devotees can see how the Lord is acting behind this creation. There is the hand of God. And everything is working so wonderfully, like a clock. The planets are rotating and the seasons are changing. We can predict with accuracy how this month it will be winter, this month it will be summer, and the time is cyclic also. And all these things is happening by the arrangement of the Supreme Personality of God. It doesn't just happen by chance. That's the main reasoning for God's existence, is that everything doesn't happen by chance. There is somebody who has intelligence and everything is working under his direction. So that Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that also. In Bhagavad Gita 9:10, the Lord says, Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena konteya jagadvipari vartate. This material nature is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving beings. So we say not a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Lord. By its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. So there is a certain, what you can say, schedule of Krishna's coming in this world. Although he can come at any time, he comes. How often he comes, Krishna? Krishna comes once.
Once in the day of Brahma.
Once in a day of Brahma he comes. Although he can come multiple times. He comes as Yuga Avatar, Manvantara Avatars and all that. But in his Swayam Bhagwan form, he comes once in a day of Brahma. And then in the Kali Yuga, following the Dwapar Yuga in which Krishna comes, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes also. So it is working under a certain schedule. And that's why we say 432,000 years is Kali Yuga. After that, Kalki will come. So it is all planned. So by its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. All the wonderful transformations of nature are happening under the superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So all the different species of life, we see so many birds, right, with beautiful feathers and different colors. The feathers are of one color, the mouth, the beak is of another color, then the neck is of another color, and these wonderful transformations of nature. Different bodies are happening. And so many different nice sceneries, right? People go to Alaska, Hawaii, and all these different places to see the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful scenery and sunset and all these things. And how did this all come about? By Krishna's arrangement. Envious persons cannot see this. Even we say there is all the sustenance. We are breathing out carbon dioxide. The plants are taking in carbon dioxide and breathing out oxygen. We are breathing in oxygen. There is a symbiotic arrangement, right? All these things are happening, and there is it didn't just come about by chance. There is intelligence. When the child is born, there is mother has milk to feed the child. How the body is made such that, right? So all these things is happening by Krishna's arrangement. Then we say how seawater we can't drink, but the seawater is evaporated by the sun, it forms a cloud, and then the cloud gives rain, and the rain is moved by the wind, the cloud is moved by the wind, and then the rain falls over the fertile ground, and there is vegetation that grows, crops that grow. So farmers depend on the rain. But all this is coming, this arrangement of the Supreme Lord. So everything wonderful is happening. But we take it for granted. We explain it through science, how these things happen. But behind this, one Nobel laureate said, why nature is mathematical is a mystery. Right? Why nature is mathematical is a mystery. Why all the equations and everything is working. Now they have developed AI and all these things. So there is some laws that are being followed, and all this is happening. Who made the laws? Why it is like this? That because of Krishna. So envious persons cannot see this, but a devotee, or sometimes people are not envious, they are just agnostic. They just say, we don't know, but there is some intelligence. Yeah, there is some intelligence. But we don't know who is that. Intelligence implies intelligent, because intelligence has to be possessed by an intelligent person. Intelligence cannot work on its own, right? We say intelligence, but whose intelligence? Prabhupada would say nature, then whose nature is it? You say its nature is working, but whose nature? Under whose direction it's working? So that's in scientific understanding, we say it's working automatically, it's just nature. But because we can't perceive anything behind this nature. But Prabhupada says devotees can perceive. How can devotees perceive? They can see the Lord directly also. And they have faith in Shastra. Of course, they may say you have blind faith. You are accepting all this scriptural knowledge. But we don't have real evidence that Krishna exists. Right? So then if you want real evidence, then you have to follow the process given by Krishna. Follow the path given by the great souls. Then you can come to understand Krishna. For everything there is a process, right? There is a way to know something. So Krishna in the Padma Purana it said, Sevan mukhe hi jivado swayam eva surati yada. Atashri Krishna nam adina bhavet grayam indriya. We cannot understand Krishna with our senses and things. So, but when we engage in service to Krishna, then we can understand Krishna. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Krishna can be known by bhakti. So everything we do, Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam. Like I was thinking, when we chant, our chanting should be saturated with love. Saturated means like, in chemistry we have this saturation. It's like you dissolve salt in water. You keep dissolving salt in water. At one point it will reach saturation point when it can dissolve no more salt. The salt will not dissolve in water. That's the saturation point. So it is fully, now the water is fully, has absorbed salt to its maximum extent. So when we chant the Hare Krishna mantra, our chanting should be saturated with love. It's not a task to be done with, but our chanting should be like with love for Krishna. So like that that's what Krishna accepts. So everything, and then when we do like that, then Krishna will reveal himself. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajami ham. The more we serve Krishna with love, the more Krishna reveals himself to us. So reveal means doesn't mean that we may not see Krishna face to face, but in our internal consciousness, Krishna will appear in our heart, like in our internal consciousness, like when our mind, Krishna will think of Krishna. So Krishna will reveal like that, and he may reveal in person also, like he revealed to Srila Prabhupada in Jhansi. Right? He personally came and gave him a garland. So that also can happen. But antakaran, right, in the inner consciousness, Krishna reveals himself more and more. So we think of Krishna more and more. Envious persons cannot see this, but a devotee, even though very humble and even if uneducated, knows that behind all activities of nature is the supreme hand of the Supreme Being. So behind everything is Krishna's hand. So they have simple faith like that. We have the example of this Narad Muni, right? He visits, who does he visit? He visits a Brahmana who is very learned, and he visits a
Cobbler.
cobbler. Cobbler is not learned like the Brahmana. But when Narad Muni goes, then what do they ask him? Narad Muni says, I am coming from Vaikuntha. So they say, well, next time you go to Vaikuntha, then you can ask the Lord when we are going back to Godhead. Both of them ask the same question. Then what happened? Then Narad Muni goes to Vaikuntha and he asks the Lord, when is the cobbler going back home, back to Godhead? And Narayan says, oh, he's coming back after this life. A Brahmana, oh, he has to wait for so many births still. So Narad Muni is surprised. But this Brahmana is studying all the Vedic literature and everything. He's reciting so many shlokas and everything. And this cobbler is doing all this dirty work, dealing with the shoes and everything like that. And how come? So Vishnu tells that, tell them both what he should tell both of them. That
What is Lord doing there in Vaikuntha? He's passing an elephant through the eye of the needle.
He's passing an elephant through eye of needle. So Narad Muni says, okay. So he goes to the cobbler, and first he goes to the Brahmana and he says, so did you ask? Yes, I asked. Narad Muni said, yes, I asked Narayan. So when am I going back to Godhead? Narayan told that, oh, you are coming after many lifetimes. Brahmana said, no, I can't believe this. How is it? What, did you really go to Vaikuntha? What was the Lord doing there when you went? Oh, he was passing an elephant through the eye of a needle. The Brahmana said, "Oh, come on, don't joke like this. Don't say all these things. You didn't even go to Vaikuntha. Maybe you didn't really go to Vaikuntha." Something like that he said. So then Narad Muni understood that although he's reading all this Vedic literature and he has all the shlokas he's reciting, he doesn't really have faith in the heart that Lord can do amazing things. He has inconceivable power and he can do anything. So then he goes to the cobbler, and the cobbler says, "So when am I going back?" He said, "After this lifetime." The cobbler was in great ecstasy and then said, "What was the Lord doing?" The Lord was passing an elephant through an eye of needle. Cobbler said, "Oh, how wonderful my Lord is." He started jumping in ecstasy. Lord can do anything. He's so amazing, so wonderful. And Narad Muni said, "Do you really believe this?" And then what did the cobbler say? Well,
In the seed of the banyan tree, there the whole tree is there. From the tree, so many seeds are generated.
yeah. So he said, "I'm sitting under this banyan tree, and there are so many fruits in which there are so many seeds. There are so many seeds, and in each seed there is a whole banyan tree. And in those banyan tree there are so many seeds, and in those seeds there are so many banyan trees. So the Lord can compress a whole banyan tree into a seed. So why can't he move an elephant through an eye of a needle?" So like that he gave logic. And so then Narad Muni understood, yes, he has faith that the Lord can do anything. So sometimes we may get caught up in the rituals, like the Yagnik Brahmanas. They were caught up in the rituals. But they didn't understand that all these rituals are meant to satisfy Krishna. So it is meant for Krishna's pleasure. So if we take the spirit out of the ritual, or if we take the spirit out of the spiritual, then it becomes a ritual. Or if we add spirit to the ritual, then it becomes spiritual. So whereas the wives of the Yagnik Brahmanas, they were not great scholars, they were just simple housewives. And they had great faith in Krishna and like that. So in Bhagavatam it's like that, right? We say it reverses the roles. Anybody who has bhakti to Krishna is considered highest. Right, so we have many examples like Amrish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni is very renounced, but he is very proud and he has false ego. Amrish Maharaj is a king, he is a Kshatriya, he is not a sannyasi. So, and he is a Grihastha, but his position is higher. So anybody who has devotion to the Supreme Lord is considered higher. It doesn't matter what their age is and what all this. Those who are advanced in devotional service, who have love for the Supreme Lord, we can learn even from a 5-year-old Prahlad Maharaj. We are learning from a 5-year-old Prahlad Maharaj because he has devotion to the Supreme Lord. So age is not a criteria. Main thing is those who have devotion to the Lord, they are considered higher. Okay.
And then Indra and Vritrasura.
Indra and Vritrasur, yes. Indra is a demigod, Vritrasur is a demon. Externally, yeah, demon body. But he is so elevated. Indra is attached to his position of sense enjoyment. He's a devotee, but he's attached. And Vritrasur is urging Indra, you release your Vajra, let me die. I want to go back home, back to God. You'll rot here in this material world because of all your desires for enjoyment. You'll stay here. Whereas I will go back home. We use your Vajra. Why are you not using your Vajra? Like that. So, of course, that Vajra was given by Dadiji, made from Dadiji's bones under the direction of Vishnu. Right. So, anyway, so that is the thing that we have to believe that God can do anything. This whole big universe, how can it come into existence? We have to accept that, yes, Krishna can do this. So Krishna can do anything, whatever he likes. That is God. Because if God was bound by laws, then the laws would be God, right? The laws, if he was under the influence of any laws. So, because we are very used to scientific understanding. So we think that how is it possible that stones can float on water and Krishna can lift Govardhan hill on his little finger. So all this is humbug. This is humbug because we have no experience. So we say this is not true. But our body, right? Our body, who has made this body? We are living in this body, but we are not aware of how all the kidney. Do we day to day monitor the kidney? The kidney has to do its work. If kidney fails, finished. You can't pass urine, finished. Dialysis and so much. Life can be, it can create so much havoc. If one part of the body fails, right, there will be so much havoc in our life. And all of the organs are working without our knowledge what's going on, right? The liver and lungs and everything, the pancreas and whatever. I'm not a biologist, but so this is everything is working, but we think it is working, just we take it for granted. And not only one body is working, thousands of bodies are working, right? Millions of bodies, trillions of bodies. Every ant has its own system, right? It has probably its digestive system or whatever. It eats something and then how it gets converted to energy. So all this for every living being. In human beings also, so many human beings. How the system is working. So it's like an industry, right? In industry you make many iPhones and they all work. So in Krishna's industry, he has created so many bodies. Every body is like a machine. Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddeshu arjuna tishtati. Brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudani maya. This body is a yantra. So many yantras Krishna has manufactured. Right? So many yantras. Every body is a yantra. And just as any iPhone can go bad, but so many iPhones are working. So many bodies are working in this world. And Krishna has created this design in his industry. So many bodies have been produced. So, so like that. Like we say, man and woman unite, but the woman doesn't really know how the body is getting formed, right? It is happening automatically, how in the Bhagavatam it is described, how the eyes are there, then the hands are there, and then this organ comes and that organ comes, and then finally a whole body. The woman doesn't even know what's going on inside, right? How things are happening, and miraculously the body is getting formed. And there is Krishna's intelligence behind this, how it is happening. So Prabhupada is saying all wonderful transformations of nature are happening under the superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Envious persons cannot see this. But a devotee, even though very humble and even if uneducated, knows that behind all activities of nature is the supreme hand of the Supreme Being. So the scientists can go only up to the certain cause they can find out. This is happening because of this. But beyond that, why it is happening, they cannot say. So the ultimate cause is they don't know who is behind this. They can study different phenomena and they can say this is hurricane is now going to happen. Now everybody should evacuate because hurricane is going to come. Why hurricane is formed? Because certain temperature, water, and they can explain the whole phenomenon. But why it was like that we can't say. Why it is happening like that. Who is governing that? Oh, they say no, the conditions were just right. So a hurricane just happens. But who created the conditions? So that conditions were created by the Supreme. The demigods under the direction of the Supreme. Vayudev is in charge of the wind. So he's also under the direction of Krishna is acting. So there is one controller. Ekala Ishwar Krishna Arsa Britya. What is that? Yare Naiche Nachai.
Yare aiche nachaye te taiche kare nirte.
Everybody is dancing to his tunes.
They also cannot explain birth, right? They say life comes from matter.
Ah, yeah, life comes from matter. They say something like that. But the soul enters. Sometimes they say, well, matter, like fungus happens, right? If you leave food outside, and some living beings may come in that, some bacteria, something like that, whatever. But that is because the soul is entering there. So life does not come from matter. Prabhupada's book, Life Comes from Life. So a living man and a living woman can produce a living child. A dead man and a dead woman cannot produce a living child. So it is coming from life. Life is coming from life. And the ultimate life is the Supreme, from whom all the life is coming. We are all the tiny sparks. Mamevamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Okay, so we should give credit to God. That's what God should get the Nobel Prize. Like so many people got the Nobel Prize. So God is creating so many wonderful things, and He should be given the Nobel Prize. So, anyhow, so the next verse we'll read. This is prose, so skip that. Shukdev Goswami continued, in Hiranyamaya verse, the Supreme Lord Vishnu lives in the form of a tortoise, Kurma Sharir. So from Matsya, now Kurma. This most dear and beautiful form is always worshipped there in devotional service by Aryama, the chief resident of Hiranyamaya Varsh, along with other inhabitants of that land. So Aryama, Vaivashvata Manu is worshipping in some Varsha. In Hiranyamaya Varsha, Aryama is worshipping Matsya Avatar. Along with other inhabitants of that land, they chant the following hymns. The word Priyatama, dearmost, is very significant in this verse. Tama Priyat. Priyatama means the dearmost, the superlative, to the superlative degree. Guhya, Tara, and Tama. Like that, we say confidential, more confidential, and most confidential. Positive, comparative, superlative. So each devotee regards a particular form of the Lord as most dear. Because of an atheistic mentality, some people think that the tortoise, boar, and fish incarnations of the Lord are not very beautiful. They do not know that any form of the Lord is always the fully opulent personality of God. Since one of these opulences is infinite beauty, all the Lord's incarnations are very beautiful and are appreciated as such by devotees. Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashashriya jnana vairagya seva sannam bhagaitin gana. Parashar Muni has given the definition how the Lord has infinite beauty. He is full of Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashashriya. Shriya is beauty. So actually we are attracted to so many beautiful things in this world, right? Everybody is attracted by. But this beauty, Krishna is saying that Mama Tejo Ansha Sambhavam, this beauty is just a spark of my splendor. So if many beautiful things are there in this world, how much more beautiful is the source of all the beauty of this world? So if one time we look at Krishna, we'll be so captivated by his beauty. Of course, Duryodhana also, you can say, he looked at Krishna, he was not. Of course, if our heart is pure also. But Kubja also, she was attracted to Krishna's beauty. So Krishna is so beautiful. It's called the transcendental Cupid, Kamadev. Kandar Pakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. It is described in the Brahma Samhita that hundreds and thousands of Cupids are swooning at the beauty of Krishna. Kandar Pakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. His unique loveliness charming millions of Cupids. This we recite in the morning. We are praising Krishna's. Krishna is so beautiful. So, and everything else pales in comparison to Krishna's beauty. Of course, Srimati Radharani is even more beautiful, we say like that. But yeah, Krishna is so beautiful that everything else pales. So when we are attracted to Krishna's beauty, then we will not be attracted to this beauty of this world. So, since one of his opulence is infinite, that's what one gopi is telling another gopi. Don't go and see Krishna who is standing in threefold bending form at Keshi Ghat on that moonlit night, because if you see him playing his flute and casting a sidelong glance, you will lose all attachment for any kind of enjoyment in this world with your family, your friends, and all these things. You'll forget everything. So don't go, don't go. If you have a desire to enjoy in this world, don't go and look at Krishna. Don't go and look at Krishna. Smeram bhangi traya parichitam sachi vistirna drishtim. Right, that verse. Smeram bhangi traya parichitam sachi vistirna drishtim. What's the next line? Kishalayam ujjvalam chandrakena. Okay, we'll pull up that verse.
Vamshinaskadara Krishnan Ujvalam Chandrake.
Vamshi Nastadhara. Adhara is the lips. He has put his flute is on his lips. Vamshi Nastadhara.
Krishnan.
What does that mean?
Okay, so this is CC Adi 5.2 to 4.
Vamshi Nastadhara Kishalayam Ujvalam. So his shining. Ujval means shining. Chandrakena in the moonlight. And Adhara is Kishalayam, I think. Newly blossomed. Yeah, lips. And Ujvalam, very bright. Krishna is very effulgent and very glowing in the moonlight. Govindakhyam, he is called Govinda. Govindakhyam. Haritanum, iti keshi tirthopakanthe. Keshi tirtha, upakanthe, he is in the neighborhood of Keshi Ghat on the bank of Yamuna. He is playing his flute and is smiling. Smeram. Smeram bhangi traya parichitam. He is bent in three places and is casting his sidelong glance. And then he's saying, Ma prekshishtas. Don't prekshishtas means glancing. Don't glance over. Ma means not. Don't glance over. Tava yadi. If you, tava you, yadi means if. Sakhe bandhu. O Sakhi, saying, O Sakhi, Bandhu Sange, if you have desire to enjoy, Bandhu Sange, Stirangaha, if you have desire to enjoy in this world with all the worldly friends and like that, if your desires for it. My dear friend, if you are indeed attached to your worldly friends, do not look at the smiling face of Lord Govinda as he stands on the bank of Yamuna at Keshigarh, because you will not find anybody more beautiful than Govinda. You will be so attracted that everything else will be like casting sidelong glances. He places his flute to his lips, which seem like newly blossomed twigs. So that is Kishalayam. Blossom twigs. His lips are very soft, like newly blossomed twigs. His transcendental body, bending in three places, appears very bright in the moonlight. So, we are supposed to be attracted by Krishna. Not being attracted by Krishna, we are attracted to so many other things of this world. So, but Krishna is, the meaning of Krishna means one who attracts everybody. He's all attractive. So, the word Priyatama is very significant in this verse. Yeah, here, since one of his opulence is infinite beauty, all the Lord's incarnations are very beautiful and are appreciated by as such by devotees. So whether he comes, Prabhupada says, whether he comes as a tortoise, he comes as a fish, whether he comes as a boar. Boar is not very pleasing to look at. Neither is so fish, sometimes okay, maybe. Tortoise, not so. But as in all these incarnations, he comes, he is very beautiful. Non-devotees, however, think that Lord Krishna's incarnations are ordinary material creatures, and therefore they distinguish between the beautiful and the not beautiful. Of course, we have not seen Matsya Avatar, except in the picture, right? But actually, if you see, you'll be so attracted to Varahadev, to Matsya, to Kurma. A certain form of the Lord is worshipped by a particular devotee because he loves to see that form of the Lord. So everybody is attracted to certain form of the Lord. As stated in Brahma Samhita, Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So this very beautiful form of the Lord is always youthful. Navayovanam Cha. Sincere servants of a particular form of the Lord always see that form as very beautiful, and thus they engage in constant devotional service to Him. Okay, so we want to please so many people in this world because they are very rich, they are very beautiful. We fall in love, like that we say, we want to. Somebody is very. But the thing is that Krishna is the source of all beauty. And when you see Krishna, then you would want to serve Krishna. And not only as a beautiful form, he has a very kind heart. And he also loves you very much, like nobody else. So then he has everything that we are looking for in a person. He has everything. So we can fall in love with the Supreme Lord. Yeah.
Those were the two verses that attracted Shukdev Goswami. Right? Who was an impersonalist. Balhapidam, Natavarvapu, that's the external beauty of Krishna. Aho Bakiyam Stanakalakutam, internal beauty of Krishna, how merciful he is.
Yes. So the DT form is also very attractive.
We say then,
Yeah, go ahead.
like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's weapon is unparalleled beauty, right?
Yeah.
So everybody get attracted to it just by seeing him, and all get attracted. So of course, Krishna's beauty is, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's beauty is, his weapon is unparalleled beauty is because he is taking the heart of Radharani, I mean, color of Radharani. So,
Yeah, so how do we see the beauty of Krishna? Of course, we see it in the DT form. So beautiful Krishna, Radha Madhav, like that we see. And the beauty will be revealed, Roop will be revealed from the Naam. So Roop is the form, which is the Roop. Rupavati, we say, is very beautiful. So Roop is also beauty. So beauty will be revealed. Krishna's beauty will be revealed. Like in Ramanujarya pastime, right? That one person, he's looking at this girl who is very beautiful, right? So everybody,
Dhanurdas.
Dhanurdas, yeah. So Dhanurdas is looking. So everybody is attracted in this world by the beauty. But as we experience, so the thing is, we should be very eager to see Krishna. Of course, they say we should act in a way that Krishna will want to see us. But there is this, if you have very strong desire to meet Krishna, that's very good. Like we have that story of a thief, right, who was attending a Bhagavad lecture, Bhagavad Katha, and they told about Krishna's opulence, right? How Yashoda decorates Krishna with all the valuable ornaments and all these things. And where is this thief? He is to be found in Vrindavan. So this thief who was hearing Bhagavad Katha, he thought, if I get everything from this boy, then I will not have to steal again, because he has such valuable jewels. So why not go to Vrindavan? Why am I doing so small, petty thieveries? I should do one thievery of this boy, and then I'll be done. So he had a great desire to see Krishna, also, although with wrong motives, right? He had wrong motives because he wanted to rob Krishna. But then he went to Vrindavan and he was looking for Krishna, and Krishna came. Right? So that is it. Even Dhruva Maharaj, right? He had a material motive, but his desire to see Krishna or to get help from Krishna was so strong that Krishna came. So that's also there. That lolyam is there. Tatra lolyam api mulyam. Even if it is for the wrong purpose, but somehow or other, they want to see Krishna. So that's the one story Prabhupada tells about how that thief got to see Krishna.
In this beauty, in this world, there's a beauty also. We say that people get attracted, but Krishna's beauty is, of course, is different because Krishna. I think there's verse also in the 10th canto, if I remember correctly, that Krishna's beauty, even the trees, deers, animals, cows, they all got attracted towards Krishna by seeing their beauty. In this world, like if a human, like if a man is beautiful or a woman is beautiful, they get attracted, but not whoever beautiful a person of a girl is, but the trees and cows not get attracted towards that person. But the Krishna's beauty is then excellent, like even these things which is considered in this world as non-movable and like this, but they got have emotions and got attracted towards Krishna. There's, I think, some kind of words in the in 10th canto.
Yeah, they say that a male cockroach is attracted to a female cockroach, but we are not attracted to the cockroach.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same species. But here, everybody is getting attracted to Varaha form or Kurma form or Matsya.
Yeah, if you bring Miss Universe before the male cockroach will not feel anything. But if you bring Krishna before the male cockroach or the female cockroach, they will also get attracted to Krishna. That's what, even the cockroach will get attracted to Krishna. So, okay, so because every living entity is ultimately attracted to Krishna because they have love for Krishna in their heart. But only thing is
So
that
Prabhu,
we have to have devotion. Yeah, go ahead.
no, Prabhupada disciples. So one article I was reading about Yamuna Mataji. So she talked about beauty of Srila Prabhupada. So beauty is not always about the the form, right? It is always about the purity and how that connection is. So I feel that way. So it's not always like when someone looks nice, beautiful. It's not just that beauty. Many Prabhupada disciples they talk about Prabhupada's beauty, beautiful smile of Srila Prabhupada. So
Yeah, the pure devotee, because he has Krishna in the heart, he is carrying Krishna in the heart. So is like, so that is also there, that they appear to be very attractive uh, because they are pure devotees and they're carrying Krishna in their heart. So because of that, they are attracting everybody else also. Yeah, and then there is beauty also, right? I mean, in this world, the beauty does not last because, okay, at one point somebody may be beautiful, and some people may say this person is beautiful. Somebody say no, this person is not so beautiful. So beauty also lies in the eyes of the beholder. We say like that, but Krishna's beauty was universally accepted. Everybody was attracted to Krishna. Of course, because of the envy in their heart, they may not be able to acknowledge. But even Putana, when she saw Krishna, she was feeling, oh, this child is so attractive, so powerful, like so. Okay, and because Krishna's form is not material, so it doesn't decay with material beauty goes away with time, and so Krishna's beauty always remains, and he always remains Nava Yauvanam, as this verse is saying, Nava Yauvanam cha. So any boy or girl, when they are young, they look very beautiful, but give few years, 20, 30 years, finished. All beauty is gone, all wrinkles come, and everything like that. And the neck starts sagging, all the, on the neck, all the things come. And the hands, my father, I was sitting with my father was saying, see all the wrinkles on my hand, this sign of old age, all this. Your skin becomes like so many creases are there, all these things that on the face, all this. So this is what happens in the material world. But for temporarily we are very attracted. And then yeah. So very beautiful form of the Lord is always youthful. Sincere servants of a particular form of the Lord always see that form is very beautiful, and thus they engage. And when we are attracted to beauty of this world, then it actually we fail to get attracted to Krishna's beauty, because that things of this world take away our attention from Krishna. So then we cannot realize Krishna, because we are so much absorbed in this world, this temporary world. That is the main problem, right? That Bhogeshwari Prasakta Nam Tayaprita Chetasam. Our consciousness has been taken away by all the desires to enjoy and all the opulences and the beautiful things in this world, that determination to serve Krishna is not happening. One pointed determination, because we are distracted by so many things in this world. We think so many other things are more pleasing than self realization. So it's the main obstacle for progress in Krishna consciousness. We think, yeah, getting a nice material situation will be completely satisfying to me, then uh, serving Krishna unconditionally in pure love. So that's the main problem we all have, or I have, not you, but so okay, so we can't dedicate ourselves, and we remain in this material world. We go from lifetime to lifetime with all our material desires. We go from one body to the next and constantly struggle. Whatever we are doing now to establish ourselves materially, we have done that in our past life also. It's not like something new. Millions of lifetimes we have done all these kinds of things. So only difference is that now we have come to Krishna consciousness. So we have to establish, we have to get our material situation, so because we have to support ourselves. But we know this is not the goal of life. Or last life also we did, but we had mixed devotion. So we got another body. We would not have actually been born. Like we say, may you never take birth again. In happy birthday, may you never take birth again. So we were not supposed to take birth in this material world, but out of all our material desires, here we are again in this material world. And again we have to die. Again we have to go through old age and disease and all these things. So we don't want to come back in this material world again. That's the But with bhakti, mukti automatically happens. So bhakti is the main thing. And when you have bhakti, you become so happy in bhakti that you don't care about liberation. Sandrananda Visheshatma, right? Sandra means concentrated Ananda. You get concentrated bliss in bhakti. That moksha lagut, moksha lagutakrit, right? Lagu means insignificant, or lagu is what, light. So you don't take it. So you get so much happiness in bhakti. That, yeah, the liberation, the merging, of course, the moksha, that moksha is impersonal liberation. You can also say another kind of other liberations also. It's not, because you are already getting bliss in bhakti. So you don't care. But you automatically go there back to the spiritual world because you have bhakti. So mukti, what is that verse by Bilva Mangal Thakur? Bhakti stvai sthirat arat bhagwan yadi syad devena phala divya kishora murti mukti swayam mukulitanjali sevati asman dharma artha kama dharma artha kama gataya samaya pratiksha. Pratiksha means they're waiting to serve a devotee who has bhakti. Everything is there. So, oh my Lord. So now next prayer we'll read. It's already 8:40. O my Lord, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who have assumed the form of a tortoise. You are the reservoir of all transcendental qualities, and being entirely untinged by matter, you are perfectly situated in pure goodness. You move here and there in the water, but no one can discern your position. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Because of your transcendental position, you are not limited by past, present, and future. You are present everywhere as the shelter of all things. And therefore I offer my respectful obeisances unto you again and again. So these are all verses glorifying the Supreme Lord's qualities, Supreme Lord's position, His powerful, His power, everything. So the many prayers like that in the Bhagavatam. In the Brahma Samhita it is said, Goloka eva nivasatya akhilatma bhuta. Nivas means residence. Krishna is residing in Goloka. Goloka eva nivasatya akhilatma bhuta. Akhila means everywhere, but he's also everywhere with all the jivas. Akhilatma bhuta. The Lord always remains in Goloka, the topmost planet in the spiritual world. At the same time, he's all pervading. This paradox is only possible for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full of all opulences. The Lord's all pervasiveness is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 1861, where Krishna states, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridesha arjuna tishtati. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna. Elsewhere in Bhagavad Gita 15:15, the Lord says, Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto matas pritirgyanam apohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Therefore, although the Lord is present everywhere, he cannot be seen with ordinary eyes. As Ariyama says, the Lord is anupalakshita sthana. No one can locate him. This is the greatness of the Supreme Personality of God. Okay. So God is all pervading, omnipresent, omniscient,
Omnipotent.
omnipotent. Okay. So forgetfulness also comes from God. So Krishna makes us forget. How? Forget all our material desires. That's how he helps us. Krishna makes us forget our material desires. Then we can advance in spiritual life. So remembrance also comes from Krishna, smriti, and forgetfulness also comes from Krishna. Or, as Prabhupada says, if you want to forget God, Krishna will help you forget Him. Because Krishna is like a desire tree. Whatever you want, He is ready to reciprocate accordingly. You want to forget Him and write books that how God does not exist, He will give you the intelligence also. He'll give you the gyan, okay, how atheistic people are writing, there is no God, and like that. So those who want to deny his existence, also Krishna is helping them. Without Krishna's help, we can't do anything. So, but Krishna is so liberal that even he helps those who are against him. He is helping them to fulfill their desires. That is why he created this material world. Otherwise, why would he create this material world for? And there are so many nice, enjoyable things in this material world, right? Swargalok and so many different planets, which are much, much opulent and higher standard of living than this earth. So why he created all this? For all of us who wanted that desire. So Krishna is not, even we have the wrong desire. To fulfill that wrong desire, Krishna has to help. Otherwise, you can't. He has to give us that. Then you may say, well, why Krishna is helping with the wrong desire? Because you are stubborn. That's why he is helping you. Like that fan example, right? The Prabhupada's son said, I want to put my hand in the rotating fan. Prabhupada says, don't do it, don't do it. He was insisting. Okay, do it now. When the fan is slow, do it. So that's how we are. We are very stubborn, stubbornly attached to our material desires. So Krishna is sanctioning. Without Krishna sanction, not even material desires can be fulfilled. So all these material desires for enjoyment are being fulfilled by Krishna's will only. So although the Lord is present everywhere, he cannot be seen with ordinary eyes. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadeva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shyama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So only with eyes anointed with devotion can you see him. The heart is, then you will see Krishna everywhere also. Like that prayer is there read by Rupa Goswami. Yuktinam yatha yuni, yunam cho yuvato yatha. Mano me bhi ramate tadvan, mano me ramatam tvai. So, those who are attracted, the opposite gender, they are thinking constantly of the opposite gender. They are always thinking about that. And so much, always chatting and always talking and like that. So those who are in love with Krishna, they are always thinking of Krishna and how to please Krishna. Just like a boy who is in love with a girl who is in love, they are always thinking about how to please. What can I do? What gift should I send? What I should do? How can I please? How can I serve? So in the same way, those who are thinking of Krishna, they are thinking, oh, how I can serve Krishna? What can I do today to please him? So that's how Rupa Goswami says like that. Let my mind be spontaneously attracted to you. So Prabhupada was always meditating on how to serve Krishna, how to give pleasure to Krishna. So that is the constant meditation of the pure devotee. Okay, so the next verse. I think we'll stop here. With this, we'll hear that class we were hearing yesterday.